Stephanie, and welcome back to Healthy Living. I'm here at Governor Joseph A. Flores Memorial Park in Tumon with event director for the Guam International Marathon, Ben Ferguson. So can you tell us, what can people expect in the coming weeks for GIM?
Well, I got to tell you, we are extremely excited about this year's event, Issa. As you can tell, we've chosen this venue as a great spot to chat about the event, and we've done that for a very good reason. This year, we really want to place a lot of emphasis on this beautiful physical asset that we have here in Guam at the park, and we want all of our runners to be able to partake in this as they finish the event. So we've created a new tradition this year. It's called the GIM Dip. And so we ask that once runners are done with the event, we ask them to make their way down here, dip their feet in beautiful Tumon Bay here, and at the same time get a great photo of themselves with Tumon, with Two Lovers Point in the background and the beautiful water in the foreground. And what better way to celebrate the event than by having your photo taken and taking that home as a memory of the event. So we're really excited about creating that tradition this year.
All right, that's something that's really exciting. I know I ran GIM last year, but I was actually so exhausted afterwards that I didn't even make it down here to the beach, but look how beautiful it is. And it's definitely something that really sets Guam apart from any other event around the world. So I also understand that coming up, is the Guam Expo, the GIM Expo, which I'm really excited for. It's where you get your t-shirts and you can shop around with official GIM merchandise. Can you tell us a little bit about what runners can expect?
Yeah, this year we've added some additional vendors to the event. We've added some additional entertainment to the event. Every year we like to try and add some additional features to all of the elements of the race, the Expo being no different. So all of our runners that are registered for the event, of course, need to come down to the Expo because that's the official place where you can pick up your runner's packet. But more importantly, it's a great place for you to rub shoulders with the other runners. We'll have Naoko Takahashi, our official race ambassador from Japan. She, of course, is the 2000 Sydney Olympic Games gold medalist in the female marathon. She'll be down there doing some running tips for folks on both Friday afternoon and Saturday afternoon, so that's a lot of fun. And then, of course, there'll be lots of great sponsors that'll be out there. We'll have some cultural exhibits there. We'll have some vendors that are selling some cultural merchandise, and of course, that's your site for, as you mentioned, the official event merchandise. So a lot of fun, and that's Saturday, Friday, and Saturday.
Okay, it's been really crowded on the raceway recently. I just went running over the weekend on Saturday, and it was like happy hour at 5 a.m. on the raceway. Everyone was running. So people are really getting, hyped up for the event. But for those who aren't running and they still want to participate, I understand they can still form cheer squads or water stations?
Well, not only can you form a cheer squad or a water station, all of the water stations are all committed, and that's great. We've got some great partners that are doing aid stations for us, but those partners could certainly always use help at an aid station. And of course, cheering is pretty easy. All you got to do is show up on the race course and do some cheering. If you're interested in doing either of those two things, email info@guaminternationalmarathon.com, and we'll get you set up for that. As you mentioned, there's a lot of activity going on out in front of PIC and along Tumon here with the race. And it's great seeing so many people that are getting ready for the event. I think I've even seen you out there a couple of times. And it's really fantastic to see that level of support. And it's great that we've got so much community involvement. And I think one of the things that makes the event so special to us is that community involvement. And it's one of the reasons why we say that it's more than a run, it's a half-day experience. So, people like yourselves and all the residents of Guam really make the event special. So we're very excited about that element of the event.
Okay, well, it seems like almost everyone at KOM is gearing up for this race. It's all we talk about at the office. I'm running the half, Crystal Paco's running the half, so is Ken Quintanilla. We have Chris Barnett, Victorious Rita. So for people who, maybe they haven't looked online yet, what time do the races start? So there's a 5K, 10K, half marathon, and full marathon. And what can people expect on race day?
So we've got 4 races, as you mentioned. The marathon starts at the very early hour of 3 a.m. in the morning, and we've done that purposely so that we can keep our runners out of the heat. So even though it seems like a very early hour in the morning, it's a great hour to start an event of that nature because it'll keep runners out of the heat. So the marathon starts at 3 a.m. The half marathon starts at 4 a.m. The 10K starts at 5 a.m. and then we finish the day with the 5K event, which starts at 6 a.m. So 4 great events, all separated by 1 hour. Each event has its own start party. We've got fire knife dancers and hula dancers, and we'll have a live DJ. We've got a light show. There's all sorts of cool stuff that'll go on before the event. One of the cool things about starting the event at night is that we can make use of the darkness and with lights and all sorts of kind of fun stuff. So a lot of fun to be had at the start of the race.
Andy Wheeler will also be, I forgot to mention Andy, he'll also be emceeing, hosting the race, so he'll be there also early in the morning. And at the finish line, there's also something new this year, a finisher's party. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, definitely. I think every year we, as I mentioned earlier, we try and add to the event and add an entertainment component to the event. These days, I think runners have an expectation of being able to do an event that's a very good quality running course with all of the right accoutrements out on the race course, aid stations and those things. But I think runners also want to be entertained. And so at this year's finish, we'll have a lot of entertainment going on at the finish line. Of course, that's your official spot where you're going to get your finisher medal and these beautiful items below me here. We've got a beach mat that we'll be giving all of the runners. We've got this beautiful finisher's towel that's new this year that we'll be giving all the runners. And Issa, if you play your cards right and you finish that half marathon, you'll get one of these half marathon medals, one of these beautiful half marathon medals. But then after that, we want to encourage all the runners to make their way. We'll have a red carpet laid out. Come on down here to the beach, take your shoes off. For us, you're not really done with the event until you've come down here and you put your feet in this beautiful water and get this beautiful snapshot of yourself with your medal on and this big smile on your face. You've created this great moment for yourself. So let's capture it with a photograph and take your picture. And then hopefully everybody's going to hang out a little while, make their way back up into the park. We'll have live music by the Dolls. They'll be playing down here. We signed the agreement with them just the other day, so that'll be a lot of fun. And then, of course, you'll have all your post-race food and beverage replenishing your body after those hard hours out on the road. And we've got beer. Don't forget we've got beer.
You forgot to add free beer.
And free beer, that's right.
I didn't know that the Dolls are playing. I'm a big fan, so I'm excited to see them. All right, well, a lot of people have been running. Some people still aren't sure if they're ready for the race, but there's still time to register. So for people who are interested, how can they do that?
Okay, so registration closes on Tuesday, April 5th at midnight. Online registration and registration at PIC's front desk. So that closes Tuesday at midnight on April 5th. However, if for whatever reason you miss that, you will have an opportunity to register at the expo. So Friday, beginning at 12 p.m. until 6 p.m., the expo will be open. You can register there. And then Saturday from 9 a.m. until 6 p.m., the expo will be open, and you can register it that day as well. So have no fear. You can register at the expo, but we advise that you register before that if you're interested in doing the event. Race fees will go up on expo day.
All right, well, thanks so much, Ben. I'm really looking forward to this year's race. I've been training really hard. I know we all have at the station, and my favorite part is getting my medal at the finish line and also just celebrating with everyone who's also, experienced running 13.1 miles, even a 5K, a 10K. If you've never done it before, it's a huge accomplishment. So don't forget, you can still participate in our social media promo by posting your training pictures online with the hashtag #GIMtraining. Here's this week's winner. Well, stay tuned. We'll be back with Healthy Living after the break.
Your community calendar is brought to you by Taco Bell. Whether it's your first meal or your fourth meal, we've got you covered. Taco Bell, live Más.